Step 4. Who am I? The royal path, an applied science to conquer life and death. Whatever has titles I had said so far are all nothing but words for the purpose of communication, for to carry the most sacred truth that exists in our deep sleep state. I will have to use words, and the words are used and thrown away because they are not the real. They pinpoint something. They pinpoint the magnificent, sacred silence, stillness of that which exists during our deep sleep. That is the absolute lordship of spirituality. What do we mean by the word spirit? Spirit means invisible, a force, a power. Spirit. It gives rise to the word inspiration, inspired. Because the spirit is always within, at the core, at the center, at the core of everything, at all places, beyond time, beyond locational centers. Spirit alone is. And from that spirit flows the stagnated objective knowledge like a slush throughout the cosmos. The manifestation process, from that, it doesn't do, it doesn't act, it doesn't have any work to. It is. It is easiness embodiment itself. It is non-objective intelligence itself. It is consciousness embodiment itself. And exclusively it exists in our deep sleep states. It doesn't mean it exists only there. It is the fountainhead. It is the sanctum sanctorum of everything. From there, the isolated doership of various levels and gradations, right from atom, anti-atom, subatomic particles, black energy, dark matter, etc., black holes, stars, galaxies, planets, 5 elements, 5 sensed animals, and the 6th sensed human being, aliens who are all existing at various levels of intelligences throughout the cosmos, everything, space, time. But in an instant, when we see behind the screen of mind, behind the thoughts, behind the thinkers, behind the feelers, behind the I, me, with me, by me, for me, because of me, my, mine, all these group. These are all stagnated influences. And these stagnated influences of past, right from the particles which makes up the space, empty space. For us it is empty, for the particles it is full. It fills the space. Forces fill the space. Everything fills the space. There is nothing empty at all. And all these things are all filled up, originate, exist, disappear out of that silence and stillness and consciousness. That is the very foundation and form of the true self, only self, only self. I need not prove from elsewhere. The humanity which existed and departed, the humanity which is now existing, living as waking state, deep sleep state, dream state, and the humanity which is going to come here in time as past, present, and future, physically. Everyone, all the humanity, when they fall asleep, when they fell asleep, it is the one and one stillness, silence, and consciousness. And it never does all these things. It is the only divinity here, without going up to the innermost chamber of this sanctum sanctorum, crossing the physical, sensual barriers, mental thought barriers, intellectual barriers, and the fountainhead which is teaming up all these things under its directorship, the ego. Unless it is seen through in each and every passing thought, which projects itself as a thinker, which projects itself as a feeler, which projects itself as an experience seeker, that has to be seen through. That is what is actually amounting to transcendence. While looking at, gazing at direct of an experiencer within us, who undergoes an experience passionately, liking or disliking. If such an entity is existing behind that experience, does he exist? Is he existing or not? In an unbiased overall gaze, inner gaze, with which, if that experiencer is not confronted, seen through, and made fallen, then in that very instant, the only screen, the only center will reveal itself, will show itself. That is the ultimate turnaround and crossing over, transcending the within that can take place. Because that is the only divinity abode, the abode of divinity, the abode of truth, and that is our own self. And from that, illusorily identified thinkers, feelers, experiencers, teaming themselves under one head in the form of a physical name and appearance form, constantly, continuously, life after life, moment after moment, waking states after waking states, dream states after dream states, deep sleep states after deep sleep states, all going in rounds, circles, birth after birth. This, because of this illusory center called the ego, all thoughts are given continuously the fuel, the recharge, the life into them. Who essentially gives? The one who says, I am so and so, I have thought about it, this is my thought, this is my concept, this is my idea, this is my knowledge, and this knowledge has brought me a lot of money, lot of fame, lot of talents. These talents, psychological talents, have brought in me many things. Like this, a lot of identifications that is going on and going on and going on forever without an end. But they are not true. Can be seen as you listen to this. As you have been listening, have a serene place or wherever you are safe with eyes closed. Listen to this. Reflect on this. Don't reflect with your name tag and your physical form tag and your age tag and your talents tag or so many acquisitions tag. With that, don't listen, because they are all influences already, has converged in you as yourself. We are disentangling, we are detaching from all thinkers in us. Thereby thoughts fall weak, they just fall. Feelings fall because they don't have any feeler within them. They aren't true. Our whole waking state is filled with illusory feelers, illusory thinkers, illusory experiencers. When there are no real experiencer, feeler, and thinker in us, where is the question of having a good experience or a bad experience, a good feeling or a bad feeling, a good thought or a bad thought? There are no such categorizations at all. They are meaningless because fundamentally there doesn't exist anyone in a human form or his name or his age or his all his intellectual, psychological movements within himself as such and such status or such and such person. All this nature natural characteristics, traits, behavioral patterns are all from DNA messages, and those DNAs also are having forms. Mind is having a subtle form. Your thoughts actually move you, they move you. You are under the grip of thoughts, you are under the control of thinkers, feelers, and experiencers, and they don't exist at all. How will you realize this truth? You can realize only by seeing a thinker, confronting a thinker in you when he is caught up in a stream of thoughts, dichotomizing it as good and bad, right and wrong, high and low, wealth and poverty, all sorts of things. You will have to see that feeler in you, experiencer in you, the thinker of this in you. That is direct confrontation. There, only by grace, that fake, illusory personality is only by grace it falls. Only by the sheer grace of the inner sanctum sanctorum that has to endow you with the patience, perseverance, and always turned within attitude behind your moving always behind all the movers in you, the thinkers in you, the feelers in you, the experiencers in you. Then only the grace ever exists. It just goes on watching you. It goes on watching you. It knows you even before you know about its presence. It alone can bestow. It alone can give. It alone can reveal its true nature or true self to you. With eyes closed, reflect on this. Step 4, step 3, step 2, step 1. All these paths, steps which lead you to the realization of the true self, the true I. It is an applied science. Give application value. Always have confidence that it is an applied application science, that I will apply it moment to moment within me. Always the mind turned with the thinker turned behind the thinker, the feeler turned behind the feeler, the experiencer turned behind the experiencer. Stay like this. You will conquer both this life, the material life as well as the transcendent true life. That is the only life, and this will be taken care of easily. With this, I will end the path, the step 4.